Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 10.3.2 and well, Soviet Union campaign, and we are in December now. After that crash I did go a little bit further because not a lot was happening. There's like 3-4 major battles that are going on at the moment, but I am also trying to push this bridgehead back so that we're back in this river position here because that'll help us a little bit, and I'm also getting ready for a little minor offensive just to take back these two bridgehead points here, and maybe, if we can, this one, just to get back, you know, behind the river here, because I do feel like that would be good. But these battles overall are going very well. We've had an event trigger, which is attritional warfare, which is giving us some major bonuses, and this general winter event, which is going to give us some national unity, but it's going to give us territorial pride, land organization, supply throughput, reinforcement bonus, and soft attack plus 20%. So those things taken together, and the other thing we're going to do is we're going to drop a quick save. Yeah, good. But yeah, overall, we're in a pretty good spot, and all of those little bonuses are going to add up to do us something solid. Now, this battle over here has been going on a long time. And they desperately want to take that province. But, yeah, they're not going to achieve that aim if we can help it. And the key thing will be, can we get this area under control? Now, we do also have this winter offensive event, and it must be in December. So I'm going to hold off on triggering that as long as I can until our units are kind of in position. Japan annexed Siam. Now, we are hemorrhaging materials still, but it's not as bad. Every now and then we get like a big buff from one of our support nations, which is good. And I'm also doing a few trades with whoever's got anything. UK. We would like to metal. Yeah, I would like to get the metal situation sorted, to be honest with you, as soon as possible. And I'm going to give up as much money as I need to in order to achieve this, because we're making decent... Well, we're losing a lot of money at the moment, but we've made such a stockpile of cash that I would hope that we could do a little bit with it. Now, I don't suppose US, UK, now 33, 15. If we want to buy... No. The answer is going to be a big fat no from them, so that's okay. And yeah, you know what? We are going to do autarky, because every little's going to help. And yeah, we've got an armoured car to go race that down. And we're starting to make a number of these units combat ineffective. In fact, other than the 16th Panzer, the rest of these do not look particularly worrisome once we've knocked them back, so that's good at least. Now, how about over here? This one's looking okay. This one's looking very okay, so we're knocking them into touch. So 25% IC efficiency is a little bit rough. Do we have... Let's just split out you and go over there to deal with that. We've got this annoying little rebellion that we're trying to focus on over there. But overall, I would say we're doing fairly well. And when we get our new tank divisions in place, we will be doing even better. And I'm debating where I even want to put these guys. We want to send some units up there to deal with that. You're going to handle this part of the world. And yeah, you're on your way to deal with that one. That's fine. It really is like Groundhog Day with rebellions in the Soviet Union. Like a never-ending battle. Why won't you guys just kick the bucket? Ah, there we go. So it does look like our tank divisions are going to push them out. Force of arms, baby. Oh. Ah, good. We had a unit on Batumi. You are immediately going to take that back. So we'll be with a few losses, especially in the 134th Light Tank Unit. But it does look like we'll have managed to get them back over this river position here. Then, as I say, the key thing will be, can we replicate that success elsewhere? And we're now starting to reinforce our units quicker than they are, like, reinforcing them themselves. So this has gone well. And a lot of very dismantled looking Panzer and Panzer Grenadier divisions over there. Let's send you in that direction. And it's going to be not a chance on that one. So that one looks like a slightly difficult battle, but okay, Kremenchuk. So nearly 30 to a 2-to-1 casualty rate in our favor, and a counterattack. Amalat. Do we have? We did used to have some resource in that area, but we don't anymore. Yeah, we could do sending some more armored cars in that direction, to be honest with you, but that's okay. Okay, let's see how this counterattack's going to go. Not well. When you're attacking with a majorly negatively impacted unit. It does look like they're sending some forces downwards. So they've seen what we're doing and they are actively making a move against it. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to take you over to here as well. So we're nearly there across the board. And I think Pavlov's about to get himself another win. Perfect. God, 200,000 in that short battle. That's crazy. Now, one thing I do know is that the Germans are lacking huge amounts of fuel. And I mean huge amounts of fuel. Oh, we finally won it. Oh, Shavusi. So, now that was a hard-fought battle for us. Just gonna throw that out there. We have finally won it, but it came with some cost. Like, holy shit. That was difficult. But what it will allow us to do is we can move some units away, so we can take, like, all of our motorized units. Because, you know, we've definitely done our time here. And what we can do is we can move them into the area where, ideally, I would like to launch a little counteroffensive to retake that place. Let's get back behind the river. Or force our enemies back behind the river, I should say. Now, if we could do the same over here, that would be great. I think the concern with doing that over here is that they have the fortresses here. Now, I'm thinking that I would like to plan some sort of counter-offensive in this area of the front. The terrain is good here. We've got plains. We can launch kind of a two-pronged either side of Minsk. Trap all the units here that we can, and then from there we might even be able to launch an attack towards Riga. And set up some sort of defensive line on these marshes over here. The alternative is the always ever faithful Ukrainian swing, which often works. Let's put it that way. I've done it before, and I mean, I think last campaign actually did a combination of both of these offensives within fairly quick succession of one another. And I think it will be a similar kind of thing again in an ideal world. Now, that means, realistically, there's only a few battles left going on around here. All of our mechanized units are getting the hell out of Dodge. Good. Another good victory there. So another kind of little bit of time and then our units will be back together, and then we can think about hitting this winter offensive event. Okay, the Italians are wanting to bleed themselves dry, apparently. Can't say that that makes a lot of sense. Okay, gaseous diffusion. Now that's one of our secret techs. And we could get on to kind of thermal diffusion and get that running. We're in 1942 nearly, and we're at the point where I probably want to be thinking about going back onto tech again. And how long until you're good? 16 hours, perfect. And we're throwing a few more units in. Good on them. To reinforce those for a little bit. And these minor offensives are going to be not great, but they're going to be kind of useful for our ends. And that would be great to end this battle, to be honest with you, over here. Armored battalion. We don't need to reinforce you with anything. What about you? Oh, you're good as well. No, you could do with some. Lovely. And yeah, over here. Oh, in fact. You an armored car as well. So you're a relatively well made up unit. What about you? 11,000 isn't a lot. Okay. And then over there. Do we want to give anything up? I mean, the heavy armor's going to be better in that unit for starters. Give it the heavy AA as well. And then we could give you over into there. And then kind of could take you for anti-partisan activities, that's fine. And we're giving tanks to these mountain rifle corps at the moment. Don't really care where things land, and where are we at our attack? Let's take all of these units. And we're immediately going to move them over, and then we're going to support in the rear with these ones. Okay. Yeah, more rebellions in the arse end of nowhere. Why do I feel like modern day Russia? Okay, and we're going to trigger Winter Offensive. Okay, and we've lost the impacts of how many days in IC debt, was it? Something mad. But we are busting through. Which is what we want. Now we can send some reinforcements that way. And then we're going to take literally this armored fist that we've made. Now a lot of these units aren't fully organized, but that doesn't matter, and we're immediately gonna attack another weak spot. And that's a fairly decent little pushback that we're making now. And I want these convoys to be kind of like auto renewed if we can. Okay, and I've definitely got enough organization to handle that battle for now. There is a bit of a counterattack going, so that's okay. Both of those are going our way. Now, what I'm hoping to do is free up all of those motorized divisions relatively soon, because they might be able to lead some sort of eventual attack in that area of the front. It does look like, yeah, so we've got the majority of our units kind of over here. You in combat without a commander? Oh, good. There we go. Alright, we just put one in. Now we have a lot of commanders, and a lot of them are quite low level. Apart from where they've been trained mercilessly. Yeah, there's still a lot of level 1 level commanders, but you know, that's not horrendous. Now, could we consider moving out everyone that isn't a motorized unit from this over here? Okay, hammer. Let's move you up one. Go there. Go towards that. And, oh, I think I can see actually, yes. That AA unit, let's bring them over into that part of the world. Oh, there's another attack going in at Klarna. Air intercept. Air intercept. And let's take both of you. Get a bit of ground attack going. lend a bit of support. Come on, Zukov. And speaking of additional tank units, okay, yeah, we are well and truly running low on commanders. Move you up as well. Let's get you rested and ready to go. Fuck them up. It does look like they're sending some reinforcements in. Now, it would be lovely if we could retake this as well. So, let's attempt that. The answer looks... yeah, this looks positive. A bit of a vacation. I would rather we didn't do that, but... hey, it's nearly Christmas. More than enough units to hold that in place, which it looks like it is. There is one frustrating motorized group that's holding it. Okay, so we had one. Okay, so we delayed you a little bit, but that's okay. Gorbatov's kind of immediate response is back to normal. Okay. So I'm really hoping that this one will end soon. Won the Battle of Kherson? Ah, we have. Good, so that's another bridgehead out. So now it's just these areas here that we're desperately going to want to take back. Like, these two provinces shorten the front significantly. Nadzia, no. Ooh, that's asking for a purge. Can't be called Nazi, no. In the Soviet Union, that's unbelievable. Right, and you should have more than one convoy at a time. Seriously. Oh, okay. Yeah, still... perfect. So, that's that beachhead dealt with. I can see an armoured car requirement over there. Oh, okay. It's a slightly more large-scale battle. We knew that a battle like that might eventually come into place. And... they've actually had the guts to launch one. Units now are very, very effective. So nearly 100 organizational infantry is not bad considering the amount of infantry we have. building up our tanks and things very nicely. I'm seeing victory over here. And victory finally at Drissa. Heim has got one hell of a chin. Hello Heim and your mighty chin. You get a gold star for your chin. Oh, Balletti Pietro. Oh, bless. I'm not sure where Ripkey that attack is. Ah, this is a counter-attack now. It does look like our units are doing good on that counter-attack. And whoa, Drissa. Another crazy bout that's lasted a very long time. We lost 154,000, but our enemy lost nearly half of the forces that they committed, which is sizable losses. Yeah, it's nearly, yeah, that's bonkers. You know, nearly a 2-to-1 casualty ratio in that battle. Oh, counterattack. A nice mixed counterattack going on here. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to move you back. But we're going to move into the place of those units around half of these. And fuck me. On this episode of the world's most annoying rebellions, one in the fucking arse end of nowhere. And we're nearly in 1942, it feels like. Yeah, we're nearly there. What would be really good would be a lovely counterattack. Including with these guys. So they're now getting the multiple combat penalty, which is good. Malinowski is leading this charge. It's a level 6 field marshal. Not an ineffective commander. With the takeout of those areas, we would say that things are pretty well placed. So some historical tank formations, not against that. Let's do economic spying and short-term investment. Let's just get that IC as much as we can. So, industry asks for more money, sure. Money. And we'll take you as well. Bloody hell. And I want Van Falkenhorst to fuck himself, please. Let's air intercept there. Just to provide a little bit of cover. And where's this attack at? Zukov is handily beating that back. He is nearly a level 7 commander, which would make him if I went to military and went to army leaders. Oh no, Vatutin and Yaramenko are both level 7 commanders now. In fact, we've got a lot of level 6 commanders. Holy shit. We've got a variety. Yeah, some of our field marshals are useless, but the ones on the front, Borosovsky, Konyev to a smaller degree, Malinovsky. Yeah, we got a couple of decent ones. Okay, so you're very nicely kind of laid out. That's good. I see a huge concentration of units up here, and then slightly less so in other areas. Right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to cycle out these units to here. So the 9th Panzer is in a bit of trouble. And Zukov looks like he's about to win. And another 2-1 victory over here. Good, so we've managed to counterattack them back over the river there. We still hold that place that I can't pronounce the name of ever. And are we about to get a win over here? Please tell me we're about to get a win over here. All of the major battles have gone our way. So we did lose more than the Germans in that one. But it was worth it with the amount of forces that they committed to that. Because it was a bonkers battle. So we've got Brovary, Boris Spills. We've attacked Desna, which looks like it's going our way. And that one's going our way as well, so that's good. We've got the winter kind of war positive modifier for a little bit longer. Really? Really low militia. Anything else you're gonna... Ooh. They weren't quite done organising themselves back up in here, but doesn't look too bad. And how about you? You're in spot? Good. Alright, what would be good as well around here is all of our tanks and motorized units. And I'd forgotten the amount that we had round here. If you wouldn't mind going to join up over here. That would be brilliant. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to cycle round these militia units to kind of help fill in the gap that we're leaving behind over there. In fact, I want to be thinking about this, so you're all very well set up. And let's take that's freed up some units now, which is what we want. Can knock back the panzers. Good. Yeah, we should have left ourselves with enough troops to kind of hold things where we need to and start pulling together some human wave tactics. Because we only want really infantry in the main front if we can achieve that. Okay, and where are you at? You're okay. Any tanks? Yeah, we've got a couple down around here. Second shock army. Get you the hell out of dodge. You're okay there. So you, so you. No motorized units there, nothing there. I know I've left behind that one, but that's mainly because it's not a full unit. Okay, victory at Desna, and is that all the combat? No way. Oh, happy days. So, what that means is that broadly, apart from kind of in the marsh area here, where we have already established a relatively effective defensive line, we have no real active combat zones. And we're freeing up the better part of... If you go through, we've got some of our most kind of effective commanders in these motorized units. Start filling about, or start thinking about filling in these units here for an offensive operation, as I say, towards encircling Army Group Center. Now, we are lacking huge amounts of metal, and in fact we're trading some away, apparently. Which, no, we are not going to give you away that for nothing. Stop it. Every little helps. And, whoa, that's one hell of a large bit of problem going on over there in Afghanistan. Shit. We've got an attack going on here. Units look like they're relatively set in place. Got reinforcements in the area if we need to at the moment. Let's just think about that though. In fact, we don't need you to move back. You're not a full. You're not a proper shock army. Okay, Malinowski, known from leading from the front. Let's get them into position. Mankova. You're going to deal with that. We're going to go deal with that one. Let's bring them over here to help deal with this. Bank for International Settlements, sure. Disable that for a year. Good. Victory, my name is Bravery. So, January 12th, they will get into position there. Get those garrison units in, please. And, yeah, we're finally... I would say we're finally quite happy with how things are looking. Oh my god. Right, yeah, you No, you stick to this. You, on the other hand, can go deal with Tabrids. So easily knocking that one back. Okay, so we've got some more tank units over here. And we can bring them northwards. So many motorized and tank units for Teuton. Definitely took that like a champ. And then let's move over you there. That's good with me. Looks like this is actually quite a difficult battle. But we should be able to knock those panzers back. And they're looking for somewhere to attack. But with units in reserve, should be all good. Okay, now the real question is, where do we want the hammer blow to fall? Because we're sending all of our tanks and things into kind of this part of the world. So we're up to, that's about 23 motorized, 7 lights, 2 mechanized, and 2 armored divisions. Plus what's on its way over there. That's okay. Still giving this a go. And our units are still having to reinforce slowly but surely. Okay. And then, how are we looking on officers? We've built up quite the stockpile. So, we're in a position now to start doing some tech. So, let's do basic education. Let's get some of these 42 level 1s going. Our resource situation is a little bit lacking. 43, 42, 41. Those industry techs are bloody important. And then I think we're going to immediately, yeah, because we've got a load of these that we can think about getting, that we've learned from the Germans. Don't want the pack front defenses at the moment. Okay, grand battle, rolling artillery barrage. Nothing more to see there, and then operating. Let's improve our units' organization. So still 20 in officers, which is good. And a bit of desert training as well. Okay, good. So that's a nice looking little tech queue. Okay, very good. And then, yeah, really quite effective little armored core over there. Quite done yet. We've got all of these guys kind of in situ nearly. Now that's a lot of additional tanks that I want to try and free up if I can. So you're looking pretty good. So in an ideal world, we'd also take you forwards one as well. Good old Timoshenko. Extremely experienced, battle-hardened units over here, but lacking huge amounts of metal. Oh god. And yeah, that infantry is going to be due out actually relatively soon. You know what? That's where we'll end the episode. Is we're going to fill that out over here to take up positions in these areas. Okay. I can see a little bit of a battle ongoing there from Malinowski. Not terrible. And there's the first of our infantry units coming online. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of you. And we're going to keep you there for a second. We need to just hold here for a little bit just to consolidate this, actually, thinking about it. Red Star Order. Okay, attack speed. A lot of attack speed bonuses. And then let's start mustering all of these units behind here. Or in this case, on it. Some level 3 commanders, some new ones. Let's get them in place. We don't want to use them all, if we can help it. And then let's give the rest large amounts of level 2, because we do have some guard armor which might be out sometime between now and the next century. Mainly because these are the last infantry that we're going to be building for probably quite a long time. And he's got almost, looks like a Polish name, that. Kuznetsov. You really do have just nutty amounts of commanders as the Soviets. Okay, we have victory. So, Chatterusk. Yes, that military division. Ah, Drissa again. A few of those units into both of these, because they're looking a little bit lighter in some areas. I'm sure that it won't be too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just looking for... Yeah, we are really lacking metal. Something shattered in Drissa. Well, that's okay. Zoni. I'm already sending some units down there, so I'm glad I'm doing that. I'm actually doing a proper attack here. Got a decent amount of units, but not huge. Let's send all these as reinforcements down there, because that one should be okay. Okay, cool. 1, 2. Okay, so now we want some decent core level commanders. Okay, you. Give you the 17th army. And then we want someone like this guy. We can attach to the Kiev military district. So now at 2 million men there. About 1.7 there. And 3.2 there. Or nearly 4 million, sorry. So 8 million men nearly across both fronts. Which is a sizable amount. Let's give that to the Kharkov. Not bad. That's a sizable little army we got going on there. So, what do we want to do? We want to bring you guys forward into each area there. Act as like effectively some additional units until we consider what kind of offensive we are going to mount. So modal 1-on-1 isn't going to do anything. Their best commander. Okay, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Parts of Iron 3. We've made some minor advances, but including taking back kind of the major bridgeheads. The one exception to that rule being kind of the Estonian front, but to be honest with you, it's a trap waiting to happen there. You know, if we could somehow take kind of Minsk, there's an opportunity to kind of move like this. And maybe even trap kind of the whole of Army Group North eventually. We have freed up a huge amount of tank divisions. So if we assume every single one of those like HQ things is a unit, we've got, what's that? 50, 55 divisions freed up. Maybe 56. 56 divisions. Which looks about right. Freed up for whatever we want to do with them. And, well, I can see a lot of opportunities here with these units. They're also, all of them, pretty battle-hardened. You know, divisions like this with a 70% combat experience are going to fight like crazy. And it's the same thing with these units, mind you, but yeah, if we can free up kind of all of these tanks with these ones and then concentrate them all in the Minsk area, now that would be great. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.